Welcome back to Factorio. Alright, let's have a quick peek at our upcycling stuff. It really seems to be working. Yeah, I like this solution. It keeps the line clear. Although, you know what? I should probably... Hang on, where's my... I'm only using some quality modules. I could put lots more quality modules in this. I wonder if I should do that. Like, I'm only using... Like, for instance, this one has a 2% chance of producing a quality item. Well, 2% is hardly anything. And the fact that we're creating this many just is a testimony to how much copper we're actually pushing through this thing. But what I could do is I could put some better modules in those things. I mean, we are making a lot of them after all. I wonder how that would go. Like, if I really wanted to get quite a lot of... just... It's tempting. It's tempting to try it. Because the upcycling is working, right? It's working pretty well. That means that what I should do is not trash on request it, and I should pick up maybe a couple hundred, you know, and we'll just pop them in there and see what happens. All right, so we'll get huge amounts of quality iron plates from this bottom row here. I mean, this is just an experiment, so we'll see what happens. Let's do the same thing with the copper. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've got more. I could keep going. Yeah. Well, let's see what that does. I have a feeling it might be crazy. Now, the only reason I wouldn't have dreamed to do something like that in the past is because that would have caused my line to clog up super fast. But now you can see that we've got a fair number of quality stuff coming through here, and that will all get upcycled. Very cool. Hopefully this is running fast enough. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Of course, you know, hang on. Hang on, where did my modules go? I just picked them up. There we go. These things are insanely fast. I mean, it remains to be seen how useful the rare copper plates will be, but, you know, it could happen. You know, this is working pretty well, even without me, which is exactly what you want. Although the bioflux... I do question how fast the bioflux is going to be used, but look at all that iron and copper. And we're recycling it too to keep it down. Well, I could improve that probably, but it's fine for now. The main thing is that you know, resources are infinite on Gleba because you're getting them from plants and they regrow. Farms look like they're pretty healthy. Yeah, they're doing great. So we want very badly to get a backlog of science, like a lot of backlogged science. And that means that we want to be providing, well, let's just see here, blue chips. in much larger numbers. In order to do that, we need to provide green chips in larger numbers, right? So let's get going on that. There we go. Well, that should bring a lot more green chips to this area. Of course, you know, we are limited even by the green belt with how much we can push through. Because you can see this is saturated, right? And yet, even though it's saturated, what that tells me is we need to maybe actually go productivity rather than speed. That does seem to have boosted it. So we're up from 90 per minute to about 180 per minute. Nice. It's still... yeah, it's still going to be a bottleneck because even with this many blue chips, it's funny how sometimes the blue chips are backed up, sometimes the low density structures are backed up, but both of them are necessary for yellow science. And yellow science is currently the most challenging. I'm curious though. Rocket capacity 1000. I wonder... now, see, flying robot frames. Yeah. If we could get flying robot frames on Fulgora, imagine that. You know, we might be able to. Well, they require motors. Yeah, it's one motor. Although, you know, I could ramp up motor production because we are making lots of all of these other things. We could technically do yellow science on Fulgora and then just export that. That might be an interesting way to go about this. Because, like, well, first of all, let's look at the yellow science productivity. It's really hard to make much of this. It's coming up a little bit lately, but I don't know. I wonder how... this must have been like a backlog that I suddenly used, maybe. Well, it's production, so... Yeah, see, the main thing that's missing is on Fulgora is honestly the motors. And I'm only making a little bit of motors. We could... well, let's see, this is endless. And this... we can get lots of green chips if we want. Engine units, that's just... oh, wow. It's funny enough, pipes might actually be the bottleneck there. See, this is all clogged up now. Why is this clogged up? Probably because my blue chips are full. And they are. I should make a trip to Fulgora and improve a few things. I mean, like, there's no... everything comes to a complete stop because... well, I could put a buffer chest down, maybe a couple buffer chests, and then start putting my blue chips in those. Although, before I do that, you know, I'm... quality. Let's think about quality. We want to eventually get a quality modules in these recyclers, don't we? Because that would revolutionize production of quality components. But I have to design a good system for that. It's just... I'm going to put the buffer chest in. You know, we should have a lot more green chips. Maybe... hang on. I was gonna... oh, that's incorrect. this number shouldn't be 9,000. It should be 4,500. Because I'm only measuring one chest, right? Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's it. I found the bug. There we go. That's the bug. Although that's going to flood the line. So, in the long run, it looks like some of the limits of my design are starting to become apparent. Yeah, I do kind of wish that I had quality stuff going, but you know, we'll get there. I think I don't really want to mess with that until we unlock epic quality, because we're going to start seeing some of those. But we have to figure out how to get 5,000 yellow science built up, and that's currently the real challenge right now, because we're just not making hardly any of it. These blue chips are just barely trickling in. So why don't, you know, I got an idea. Why don't I send the Intrepid on a trip between Fulgora and Novice? I think I'm going to drop all this stuff because I don't want that clogging up my my storage space. I wonder why I was sending home. Oh, I must have done that for the mech suit, but there's no reason to be sending holmium, because these are exclusive Fulgora recipes, right? And these two, I shouldn't even have holmium on this ship. All right, so I'm going to go back and forth between Novice and Fulgora, and we're going to add both of those groups, logistics groups. Oh, and I think I know what went wrong on the Enterprise as well. On the Enterprise, it wasn't dropping these, right? But the clue is in the fact that this white text here is not dimmed, which is like, that means that we're importing from Novice, which we shouldn't be. We should be importing from Fulgora. So as soon as I change this, it should drop them. And there it goes, it just dropped them. Wow, we've got lots of material down here. Yeah, we need to get Intrepid moving. That's kind of important. So this should import blue chips fairly quickly from Fulgora to Novice. How are we doing on low density structures here? Oh, it's actually full. Well, why don't we add that to the list? Rocket capacity 200. Well, that sucks. Yeah, but I'll do it. All right, here goes. This is the big load up. Wow, I lost another logistics spot to lightning. I don't understand. What are the logistics spots even doing over here? There's nothing to move. Logistics spots should not be over here. Like, ever. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're traveling to roboports. What is going on? Are there not enough charging stations? think that's what it was. They were coming out here for the charging station, and there wasn't any protection from the lightning, so they got zapped along the way. Wow, okay. But hey, look, we've got actually all the ingredients to make yellow science now. Isn't that something? All right, let's speed it up. Or maybe, hang on, let's go, like, one of those, 3 of those, maybe? Yeah, screw it, we'll go all speed. Let's see what happens. Right, we should start seeing a spike in yellow science production. And then, of course, it's all getting used up because it's going towards this mega technology that I've been researching forever. Artillery shell damage 4, which better make the artillery one-shot spawners. All right, so what were we going to do before? We were going to work on the copper. So I think I've got everything on me that I need for that, right? Cool. Well, let's set this up. Oh, shit. Oops. Oh, that's right. There they go again. Stop doing that. You don't need to charge over there. You got charging ports right here. I'm going to take this down. Or you know what? Why don't I just put lightning rods on the path? That'll keep them protected. Oh, I got it. I got the technology. All right. Now we're gonna have to try it. We're gonna have to try it out. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be upset. No, no, no! Don't store the. Damn it! Okay, okay. So I'm gonna grab some artillery. Some ammo in it, and then now we just have to pick a target. Oh no, it doesn't work. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so lame. Look at this. Bullshit. That's bullshit. How are we ever supposed to use artillery against biters if you can't fucking one-shot? Look at that. Health, 3195. Holy shit. I'm telling you, that's garbage. That's garbage. All of that research wasted. And it barely, and it's almost, the thing is, it almost kills it, which is what happened last time. I mean, look at this thing. Here, let's pick one I haven't shot at yet. Yeah, see, look at that. It's down to 600 health, and the health goes up. So if you don't hit it again, it'll fully heal. It's got 600 health out of 3,200. That's so lame. So they basically killed artillery in the game. I mean, just the fact that the artillery shells don't stack, and combined with the fact that you have to use literally twice as many of the shells as you used to. Yeah, very disappointing. Oh, that's strange. Why did they get laid down like that? Alright, so made a little bit of an error. Yeah, they're meant to have power poles between every one. Man, this one's a mess. All right, let's fix it. There. All right. Well, we've got full productivity in big miners in all of the copper patches, and I don't actually have any more. Oh wait, you know, I can pick these up. I can pick these up because these are out of resources. All right, let's do that next actually. Well, I've only got 11 productivity modules, so that's not enough to lay down a new mine. I was going to lay down a new mine up here, but I don't think I will at this point. I think I'll wait for those productivity modules to build up first, because I want to get the most of my copper. And we're going through a lot of copper, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a lot of copper, and I do. There's quite a bit of it, but we're really going through a lot of it, and yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Next, I'd like to see how things are going down here, because it did add a whole ton of really, really good quality modules down here, and I thought, it's just going to produce tons of these things, right? And look at that. Rare copper wire. Like, heaps of it. In fact, so much that it's going to back up. It's going to. I have to figure out, what do I need it for? Do I want to... That's going to be the next problem, isn't it? Them getting so much of this that it ends up backing up. Strange problem to have. So, what do we want to use it for? All right, so I feel like I should put some quality modules in the plastic line, because quality plastic is something that we haven't really touched on yet, but I think I'm going to be needing it. Oh, wow. All right, so guess what? We've got rare quality 3 modules. I probably don't need to be making this anymore, actually, if you think about it, because no, I don't need to be making this. What am I doing here? But these, definitely, we want, when we're making quality 3 modules, we want the highest chance of making tons of the best ones as possible. Really? So I lost a turret on the Intrepid. That's a first. Alright, well... Okay. Do I have spares? Like, lots of spares? I got 7 more. Alright, well, we'll hang in there. See how it goes. They're not out of ammo, so that's good. Hang on. I haven't even... Wow. I haven't even finished outputting all of these yet. Let's put these somewhere. Hey, look. We got 2,000 yellow science. When we get 5,000, that's when it's go time. We'll be making the bioscience and sending it to Novice for researching epic quality. Ho ho. I feel like we're in a good place science-wise, which is first in a while. That was a big distraction with the artillery science. I mean, the next one we could do it again to add another 10% shell damage, but it would cost 16,000 science, and it's like, you know what? Screw you. Just screw off with that. Maybe much later. I'm very interested in epic quality, though. I think that's going to be nice to have. Let's get the white science ready. Let's make sure all of the other sciences are also building up properly. Buffer chest. Right, so I've requested 5,000 space science to be buffered here. And the reason I did that is because we don't actually have, we've just been making it on demand and we don't have a whole lot stored. And the Mysteria in space has been dutifully producing it for ages now at a rather slow rate. But I'd like to buffer that up. Be nice if I could speed it up. Oh wow, yeah, this isn't really built for much. Here's what I could do. I could put these solars in this rocket. Hang on. And we can put some speed modules in here as well. How much can I store? So we can do 16 speed modules. And then just fill the rest with better solars. Do I have any more platform material? I do. Not much though. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, let's send this to Mysteria. Because we want to make white science faster. Well, that's quicker. Let's check production. So the old baseline was 100 per minute. Currently, it's 160 per minute. So that's nice. A little 60% boost. Resources seem to be able to keep up, although they might not. Yeah, the ice is running out. What's making the ice? It's this. Well, you know, there's just not enough asteroids. I mean, I'm making resources from all of them. I suppose one thing that, you know, if I wanted to get really advanced with it, I could have a ship designed to make as much white science as possible by running around, you know, just traveling from planet to planet and breaking up the big asteroids to get the resources. But another option I could do is I could make multiple platforms that are in orbit around Navas, because each one gets its own set of asteroid chunks. That's another option as well. Well, yeah, unfortunately, this is about as fast as we can make science. So that's a problem. We need to let that build up, because it's going to require 5,000 of it. We've already got 1,300, so that's nice. Cool. So let's get the request in for bioscience in preparation for when we're delivering science. And then over here at the landing pad, I need to make a new. How are we going to do this? We'll make a new group called Gleba Science. Or wait, you know, I mean, technically, we could just call it Gleba to Novice, because we don't have one of those yet, right? And we will give it 1,000 bioscience, and we're also going to send bioflux because we're going to need that. Although I don't want that actually being on the line, because I don't want the Intrepid waiting for the bioflux before it leaves. So, you know, actually this is going to be Gleba Science. I really should make a third ship. because a third ship would be very, very handy. I'm really making the most of my 2 ships currently, and the Intrepid is about to get reassigned to science duty, unless I make a dedicated science ship. I wonder once I start making bioscience how the farms are going to hold up, because I'm going to start using up a lot more bioflux. How much science do we need for other things? Like we've got carbon fiber. That's 500. Rocket turret. Stack inserter. Boy, these aren't as bad as... Quality is the one that uses the most. I feel like maybe I should send... Should we do quality as the first, the big go? We're only going to be sending science in groups of 1,000 anyway. Quality is going to make everything... It's going to change the game, though, because once I get Epic unlocked, I'll be able to start working towards the really good stuff. And of course, there's Legendary, but that's going to require cryogenic. What am I going to call this? Because I've already got a blue science and I've already got a green science. I like calling them by their colors because the names are silly. Cryogenic science. All right, fine. Clearly, this is going to be a while before we get this done. So Legendary is not for ages, but we'll definitely get Epic soon. Well, yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good. I'm not sure if there's anything left I should be doing in this episode, but I'll go over my goals and see what to do in the next one. The fact that this is building up, it's almost to 2,000 now. That's rather nice. Yeah, science is the next thing. It really is. Some of these aren't going to require a whole lot. How's yellow doing? 2,400. Why are we not making it? Low density structures. Really? Really? Copper. The copper. Something's gone wrong with copper. Alright, well let's fix that. That shouldn't have happened. Oh. Let's check the copper smelting line. Did something go wrong with it? No, it's still working. That's pretty strange. What's going on here? Is it because they're too slow now? Because I put quality modules in and that slows them down. Like the crafting speed 1.8. We're up here. Hang on. Oh no, it seems to be the same. Yeah, why would we be... Hang on, let's look at copper plate production. Copper plate, it's fine. It's fine. I don't understand what... In fact, it's been better than ever. It's just solid 6,300 per minute. Okay, so if this is fine, then why are we out of copper in the base? Well, there it comes. Are we just using it a lot more? Consumption. No, it's normal. All right. So maybe I need to call a train sooner. Or... Yeah, because we should be calling a train. No, it's calling a train now. It's calling a train, but there aren't any on the way. And now it's going to run out. Wow. You know what that means? I actually am not producing enough copper plates to keep up with demand. Well, here comes the next train. So this calls a train when we're up to 18,000. Let's find out whether that will be quick enough. So the train is ready for the next load of copper, but the smelting area is not ready yet because it's only up to 16,000. It's pretty close. It's not terrible. But it is good to know that I'm stretching the even the smelting line to the limit. I might set up a second one, and the second one using foundries, because that would be real interesting. We don't have to do the quality thing for all of them, right? I mean, how much of this stuff do we actually need? I mean, well, let's look at one of the long-term goals here. One of the long-term goals is, where is it? The Spidertron. Now, the Spidertron. It requires a raw fish. Why? See, everything else in here looks like something that you could get pretty easily. You could upscale that to the highest quality. But fish? How do you get a quality fish? Recipes, fish breeding. So you'd have to use a biochamber, and it's crafted on Novice in a biochamber with nutrients. Oh my gosh. Really? So we'd have to set up a nutrient line with, you know, from the bioflex, right? Of course. And then we'd have to give it raw fish, and it would use two raw fish to make 3 raw fish, so it's only a 50% increase. And you'd want it to, you would definitely want to use the quality modules. And then you could maybe work your way up, because you're going to have to make an incredible amount of fish. This is just silly. And once you've got the, yeah, I could see this being a pretty crazy build, where you're essentially trying to upscale fish for the purpose of getting the one legendary fish that you need for your your legendary Spidertron. You know, it could work, but it's not going to happen without fish farming. And fish farming, you need fish breeding unlocked, and that is a gleba. That's a gleba tech. Okay, we could do it. I'm pretty sure we could do it. It would be crazy. But getting Spidertrons, man, just getting Spidertrons at all would be very cool. Because I have never really made much use of Spidertrons ever in Factorio, so I don't really know their full use case. But as far as I'm aware, you can park a Spidertron on a world. Like if I had one on Gleba right now, I could direct it around and I could drive it remotely, and it would be like an extension of me. I wouldn't have to move myself from planet to planet to get stuff done, which would be nice. I think I might go back to Gleba and set up some more artificial soil. That might be a good idea. I do have a little bit of time to wait while I'm waiting for this to build up, and I'm waiting for this to build up. Yeah, because low density structures are a pain in the ass. Although I was exporting low density structures from Volcanus, but I think it's better to bring them from Fulgora actually, because Fulgora has cheaper rocketry. So what I really need to do is I need to get those low density structures out of the landing pad as quick as possible. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to request them right here. On the way, 832. Ooh, isn't that something? Oh, you know what? I can't neglect the fact that I also need them for my ships, my rocketry. So how are we actually going about that? Oh, well, they're coming from here anyway, so that's all good. All right, that should help my yellow science a lot. Yeah, we got a new baseline. It's 257 per minute that we can make, as long as I supply the materials. And that's far higher than I used to make them. Whoa. Now that's built up nicely. That's built up nicely. That's full and that's full. Yeah, we're doing really, really good for science. It's just a matter of getting this white science up. We're halfway there on the for Epic. 3.6, all right. 3.6 thousand for yellow science. All right, let's go back to Gleba and prepare to get the science going. How about that? No, 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 no. Here we are, back on Gleba. Yeah, the farms are working perfectly. I have to say I'm quite happy about that. Okay. Well, we're back here, and in the next episode, if we're lucky for time, we will start our first agricultural science project. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.